Welcome back to Breathtaking, a podcast celebrating all the things that take my breath away. This week's three episodes, I Remember Imma, pay tribute to my wonderful mother, Ella Willig, who left this world 29 years ago. My siblings and I called her Imma, Hebrew for mommy. Imma filled our lives with so many gifts. One of them was music. Before highlighting that music, I hope this excerpt from my memoir, A Life Not Withstanding, will shed light on that precious gift. My grandparents gave my mother more than life. They gave her music, not the contemporary music of their day, but the melodies of the Hasidic masters of long ago. Growing up in Oświęcim, a little Polish town that the Nazis called Auschwitz, and later in the Brooklyn tenements of Brownsville, Imma sang at the Sabbath table. She took great pride when neighbors, Jews and Gentiles alike, gathered below her parents' kitchen window just to hear the Weiss family harmonize. My aunt, Tante Chacha, gave my mother music too, but a music foreign to their Hasidic home. The first of her 9 siblings, brilliant multilingual Chacha, was 24 years old when Imma arrived on the scene in 1923. Single until 1930, she gladly helped raise her baby sister, and in the 11 years they were destined to share, Tante Chacha filled Imma's ear with note after glorious note of Beethoven, Mendelssohn, Chopin, and Grieg. Together with her parents and unmarried siblings, Imma immigrated to the United States in 1934, taking with her Chacha's passion for and encyclopedic knowledge of classical music. She gladly would have given up that treasure if she could have taken Chacha with her instead. But 3 of Imma's siblings, Chacha, Idol, and Chatzkel, stayed behind with their spouses and children. Hitler's henchmen murdered them all. Imma rarely spoke of Chacha, not her life and certainly not her death. Her silence notwithstanding, we all felt Chacha's presence, perhaps because Imma filled our home with music that her sister would have loved, music from every corner of the globe, horas from Israel, chants from South Africa, fados from Portugal, chansons from France, calypsos from the Caribbean, sea shanties from the British Isles, ballads from England, Russia, and Greece. Held in particularly high esteem, as evidenced by their representation at dishwashing time, were songs from her adopted homeland, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, Good Night, Irene, and rounds like Oh, How Lovely is the Evening. Today's podcast begins at the beginning of my life's musical journey with 2 of Imma's favorite Yiddish lullabies. The first, Schluf mein Kind, is performed here by Martha Schlama, one of Imma's favorite vocalists. Here is a translation. Sleep, my child, sleep soundly. I'll sing you a song. When you grow older, my child, you'll know the difference. When you grow older, my child, you'll be like the rest of us, and then you'll understand the difference between rich and poor. The beautiful houses and palaces, those are built by the poor man. But do you know who lives in them? Not he, but the rich man. The poor man lives in a cellar. The damp seeping in from the walls strikes him with rheumatism in his feet and in his hands.
Mein Kind, schlaf Gesede, singen will ich dir ein Lied, das du Als du, mein Kind, wirst älter werden, willst du werden mit Leiden gleich. Was wirst du Gebeure werden? Was heißt Dorim und was heißt Reich? Die schönste Häuser, die schönste Palazzen, Aldus Boy der Urimman, nur bist du, wärest du in sie weilen, gar nicht nur der reicher Mann. Der Urimann, liegt in Keller, der Wilgat schrient ihm von die Wend, davon kommt der Rheumates Fehler in die Fies und in die Hand. Schlaf, mein Kind, schlaf geseder, singen will ich dir ein Lied. Als du, mein Kind, wirst älter werden, wirst du wissen an Unterschied.
Our second lullaby today is the famous Rosenkiss mit Mandlin, Raisins and Almonds, performed in a very rare album by the wonderful Ellie Stone, most famous for her starring role in the musical revue Jacques Brel is alive and well and living in Paris. Here is a translation. In the holy temple, in a corner of the room, sits the widowed daughter of Zion, alone. She rocks her only son, her little one, to sleep with a sweet lullaby. Under her little one's cradle stands a small white goat. The goat traveled to sell his wares. This will be her little one's calling, too, trading in raisins and almonds. Sleep, little one, sleep. A time will come of railroads. They'll cover the whole world. You will unhitch their iron wagons and you will earn a lot of money. But for now, sleep, little one, sleep.
In dem Besammentosch, in a Winkelheder, sitzt die Almone Bastion allein. Ihr ben Jochid Riedelen, wiegt sie geseder,
Please join me on Tuesday for part 2 of I Remember Imma, when we'll try to recreate the rounds that, thanks to Imma, populated my musical childhood. Signing off for now with a song in my heart.